Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Fadi Focus, and today's video is a very special one for me because I'm going to be bringing you guys along to another day in my life. And I know it's been a while since my last day in the life video, and I have a reason for that, okay? When you're a student and you're in school, every day pretty much looks the same. It's all school, work, school, study, school, work, and it's a cycle that doesn't stop, okay? So I figured that I would bring back another day in my life video in the summertime where my routine is completely different. Now, I'm going to be bringing you guys along my day. I'm going to be showing you guys the errands I got to run, the activities I got going on, the studying that I got to do, because yeah, the studying hasn't stopped, and I'm going to explain that all in a bit. So it should be very interesting. Make sure not to miss it, and let's get straight into it. Okay, so I'm going to address the elephant in the room, and that's where have you been and why are you still studying in the middle of June? And I'm going to come clean. I am currently studying for my DAT, my dental aptitude test. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically this huge exam that you've got to take before you apply to dental schools. And that's just something that I've got to do. It's part of the process, it's part of the journey, because I plan to apply to dental schools this fall. So I got to study for this giant exam. Now, if you've never heard of the dental aptitude test, but maybe you've heard of the MCAT that people take for medical school, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just a big test that tests all your knowledges in sciences and reading comprehension. But what's special about the DAT is that there's also a perceptual ability portion. What that entails is that there's basically an entire section that tests your eye's ability to perceive different 2- and 3-dimensional shapes. And it's a pretty important skill that you should have if you're trying to become a dentist. And I understand why they test it, but it's a very difficult thing to get better at and practice and make sure you get right on the exam. So it does take a lot of studying as well. And so as to where I've been this entire time, well, I've actually been right here at my desk, just not recording YouTube videos. I've just been studying the entire time. And unfortunately, it's just something that takes up a lot of my time. And with this and going to work and running other errands and activities, it's kind of hard to keep up with YouTube a little bit, but I'm trying to get better at that, so forgive me. All right, so now that all of that is out of the way, we can finally get into the day in my life. Now, my morning routine is pretty much the same as it was in my last video. I mean, I get up at the same time, I wash my face, make my bed, go have breakfast, go make my iced coffee. But the last thing you might be wondering right now is, Fadi, since when do you wear hats in your videos? And that's because my hair kind of looks like this right now, and I don't like it. So we have a haircut appointment booked for soon. So let's get up and go get my haircut. Okay, so if you're a guy, you would know that your haircut always looks better after you shower. So are you guys ready for the official haircut reveal? 3, 2, 1. I don't know, what do you guys think? I personally think that my barber did an excellent job, so pretty happy with it. As long as my hair doesn't look like what it looked like earlier, and as long as I don't have to wear a hat, I'm good. So let's wrap this up and get back to studying. Okay, so I'm back at my desk and I'm getting ready to study. As you can see, I have my Pomodoro timer behind me. And if you don't know what a Pomodoro timer is, I've preached about it so many times. You can check out my other videos. So for the meantime, I'm going to be here at my desk. I'm going to be studying for a little bit, and I'm going to be taking a break shortly. And then we're going to come back and study some more. So that's basically what my day looks like. So let's get into that. A couple hours of studying later, I was actually super productive. Now it's time to get ready for soccer. I actually have a match tonight. And after that, we're gonna come back, do a little bit more revision, and then get ready for bed. So let's go get ready for soccer. Okay, so we just got to the field and the game starts in 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go out there and make sure to stretch because we want to avoid injuries, of course. But before I get out there, let me just tell you about Canadian weather. Now, if you're not from Canada, let me just tell you, our weather is the most bipolar thing that you'll ever see. It was very, very hot this morning. The weather was amazing when I went to go get my haircut. And now we have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings and a heat warning simultaneously. And on top of that, every time I have a game I play every Thursday night, the weather will be great all week, except for the exact moment that my game starts, there's going to be a thunderstorm warning. So I think my team is cursed. This has not only happened this season, but also last season. And every season we actually play, there's always a thunderstorm warning every single time we play. So let's just hope it doesn't rain on us. And if it does, I guess we'll just have to deal with it. Let's hope it's just not thunder, because then the game would get canceled. But I'm going to go out there and stretch, and I'll see you guys after the game.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so the game is done. Unfortunately, we didn't get the result we wanted. We lost 4-3. I played okay. I mean, I scored a penalty, if that counts for anything, but we didn't get the result we wanted, so that's very unfortunate. I got very beat up this game. I mean, the defenders, they were just stomping on me the whole game. I got cleated in the back of the calf. So I'm gonna have to go ice that when I get home, take a cold shower. Luckily, it didn't rain, so that's the one positive, but I mean, we're just gonna have to take the loss and move on to next week. So I'm gonna go drive home. I'm very, very tired. Go take a cold shower, try to wake myself back up, do a bit more studying, some revision, and then get ready for bed and stuff, because I have work in the morning. So let's go do that. Okay, so I'm finally back in my room and I am exhausted. I still need to go ice my calf because it kind of hurts. I'm not gonna show you the injury because I don't think anybody wants to see that, but I need to get that taken care of before it gets any worse. And then I need to go do some light reading. A little bit of general chemistry, kind of just reading up on like solutions and all that. But that's pretty much the end of my day. That's all I'm really gonna do left. So you may have noticed that whenever I'm not doing anything, I'm studying, and there's a reason for that. It's something that I developed very early on in university, and that's something I call defaulting to studying. And that's, instead of going on my phone and scrolling through TikTok or watching YouTube videos and wasting time, I make my default activity studying. That way, I'm always ahead of everything, because if you fill in those time gaps where, let's say you're scrolling through TikTok for 20 minutes, where you could have been reading your notes for 20 minutes, and that way you're always ahead and you never feel like you're behind. Obviously, I make time to relax, I make time to do things that I enjoy, but if I default to studying, I can always stay ahead. So if that's something that could help you out and help you stay on top of things, if you're somebody who falls behind very easily, you might want to try this out. So that's something that I'm going to do. I'm going to go read my bedtime story with general chemistry solutions. But I think that's it. That's my day. I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that you learned something. Maybe you picked up something. Maybe you kind of just watched for entertainment value. And so at least I hope I was entertaining. Besides that, thank you so much for watching. Definitely subscribe if you're new here. And always remember to stay focused.